As gardeners, we're always chasing that sweet spot soil so alive and thriving that plants practically grow themselves. I've been there too, scratching my head, wondering how to take a tired patch of dirt and turn it into a living, breathing ecosystem. And here's the surprising part. The answer might be sitting in your kitchen pantry right now. Rice. Yes, that humble grain you probably eat with dinner has a powerful secret when it comes to building soil life. Today on Soil Sage Chronicles, I'm going to share with you the exact rice trick that multiplies worms fast and supercharges your soil microbes. Whether you're a beginner gardener just starting out or an experienced grower looking to push your soil to its full potential, this technique is simple, cheap, and incredibly effective. Let's dig in. Before I give you the rice trick itself, it's important to understand why we even care about worms and microbes in the first place. Too many gardeners still think of soil as just dirt, something to hold up plants and little else. But in reality, soil is a living community. Worms are like the engineers of that community. As they move through the ground, they create tunnels that improve aeration and water flow. Their castings, worm poop, are packed with plant-available nutrients and beneficial microbes. Every gardener who's ever dug into a worm-rich bed knows the sight, crumbly, dark, beautiful soil that smells earthy and alive. But worms don't thrive alone. They depend on microbes, bacteria and fungi that break down organic matter into forms they can digest. And guess what? Microbes need a steady supply of food themselves to multiply and flourish. This is where the rice trick comes in. Rice might look like just a grain, but it's loaded with carbohydrates, simple sugars and starches that soil microbes absolutely love. When you introduce rice or even rice water into your soil, you're basically setting out a buffet for microbes. Think of it this way. If microbes had a favorite comfort food, it would be carbs. When they're well fed, they multiply quickly. And when microbes multiply, worms follow. Worms are natural grazers. They're constantly on the lookout for microbe-rich organic matter. So by feeding microbes with rice, you're indirectly creating a feast for worms too. The result? A soil ecosystem that kicks into high gear. Worm populations explode, microbes thrive, and your plants reap the rewards of nutrient-dense, biologically active soil. All right, let's get practical. Here's how you can use rice to turn your garden into a worm and microbe paradise. One of the simplest ways is to cook a small portion of plain white rice. No salt, no oil, just steamed or boiled. Take a handful and bury it shallowly in your garden bed or compost pile. Within a few days, you'll notice worm activity around that spot. They're drawn to the microbial bloom that rice sparks as it begins to break down. Here's where things get exciting. When you rinse rice before cooking, don't throw away that cloudy water. Instead, collect it in a jar, loosely cover it, and leave it at room temperature for 2 to 3 days. The starches in the water will ferment, creating a microbe-rich liquid. Once it smells slightly sweet and sour, a sign fermentation has worked. Dilute it with plain water, about a 1-to-10 ratio, and pour it into your garden soil. This instantly feeds microbes, and worms quickly gather to the area. If you're running a compost pile, toss in a small handful of cooked rice now and then. Hey, just remember, be mindful not to overdo it. Too much rice can attract pests. But in moderation, rice works as a microbial booster, speeding up decomposition and drawing worms into your compost like magnets. As powerful as this rice trick is, there are a couple of things to keep in mind. First, moderation is key. Adding buckets of rice at once will overwhelm your system, attracting rodents or leading to foul smells. Think of rice as a soil supplement, not the main course. Second, always keep rice organic and free of seasoning. Salt, oils, and spices can harm soil life rather than support it. Stick to plain, simple rice. Finally, don't neglect balance. Worms and microbes need a mix of carbon-rich and nitrogen-rich materials. Rice is mostly a carbohydrate booster. It should complement other organic matter like leaves, manure, and compost, not replace them. Okay, so let's dig a little deeper into why this actually works. Rice is about 80% carbohydrate, mainly starch. When starch enters the soil, it becomes food for heterotrophic bacteria. Those are organisms that break down organic carbon. These bacteria multiply really rapidly in response to the new energy source. As bacterial colonies expand, protozoa and fungi move in, creating a whole food web. Then worms graze on both the microbes and the decomposing rice itself. Their castings are packed with beneficial enzymes and nutrient ions like calcium, magnesium, and phosphorus, exactly what plants need for growth. In other words, rice doesn't just feed worms. It actually jumpstarts a cascade of soil life activity that transforms your dirt into fertile, living earth. I've tested this trick in my own beds here at Soil Sage Chronicles, and honestly, the results have been nothing short of incredible. In spots where the soil once looked dry and lifeless, just a small rice feeding brought back visible worm tunnels within about a week. Plants that were struggling really started to perk up. Their leaves got greener and their roots became stronger. I've also shared this method with fellow gardeners who, well, were pretty skeptical at first. One friend with a compacted clay-heavy patch reported back after 3 weeks saying, "I've never seen so many worms in my soil, ever." That's the beauty of this rice trick. It's simple, affordable, and honestly, it works across all soil types. Healthy soil is, honestly, the foundation of every thriving garden. If your soil is rich in worms and microbes, you'll spend less money on fertilizers. Your plants will resist pests and diseases naturally, and well, your harvests will taste better. The rice trick is not a silver bullet, it's a tool. But when combined with good gardening practices like mulching, composting, and crop rotation, it can really transform your garden into a self-sustaining ecosystem. That's the ultimate goal, a garden that feeds itself while feeding you. So, to recap, rice works because it feeds microbes, which in turn attract worms. You can use cooked rice, fermented rice water, or add it sparingly to compost. Just keep it plain, keep it moderate, and watch your soil life multiply. This trick is cheap, easy, and something you can try today. No fancy equipment required, and once you see the difference in your soil, you'll never look at rice the same way again. Gardening is about experimenting, learning, and sharing. Now that you know the secret rice trick, I encourage you to try it in your own beds or compost pile. Observe what happens over the next couple of weeks, and let the results speak for themselves. If you found this article helpful, make sure to subscribe to Soil Sage Chronicles for more simple, science-backed soil secrets. And don't forget to share this resource with your fellow gardeners. Because the more we spread knowledge, the more gardens will thrive. Let's keep building soil that's alive, fertile, and full of worms. Until next time, happy gardening.